Truth is making a comeback. America's Top Stories with Lisa K. Donner.
There has been incessant talk about immigration, but little in terms of real progress on this thorny and divisive issue. The House bill, as expected, was defeated this week by a margin of 121 to 301. This was a GOP compromise bill that included a $25 billion appropriation for building a border wall. Still, immigration is one of the most bitter political hot potatoes in the swamp this summer. Lest we be accused of bias, we've turned to an immigrant to get the latest. Liberty Nation's chief political correspondent, Graham J. Noble. So, Graham, bring us up to date on the immigration situation.
Yes, that's right, Lisa. I am a legal immigrant, in case you're wondering. It's a little messy. Really, the Republicans always somehow seem to make a bit of a dog's dinner, shall we say, about immigration reform. And that's because they don't seem to be able to make up their mind what they really want or what they don't want. Even on the conservative wing of the party, it appears that they're not entirely sure what they want. And of course, Trump has said variously that either he will sign any bill that lands on his desk, or let's not even bother to do this because no bill is going to get through the Senate anyway. So from a Republican point of view, it's all a bit messy.
All right, so my question is, how can the Democrats get away with basically doing nothing about the Dreamer and DACA?
Well, I think, as a lot of us obviously strongly suspect, the Democrats don't actually want a fix for this issue at all. The only thing that the Democrats are really going to accept when it comes to immigration is what they call a clean DACA bill. In other words, basically a piece of legislation that simply gives the Dreamers a pathway to permanent legal status in this country, and doesn't do anything else apart from that. Or, of course, the only other thing they're going to accept is basically, let's get rid of pretty much all of our immigration laws and have a virtually open border. Beyond, they're not going to support anything else. They're not going to support anything that involves funding for a wall. They're not going to support an end to chain migration. These are the kind of things that the president wants. They would, as many people have said before, and as I've said before often to people, they would rather have this as an issue to campaign on than actually something that we can resolve and move on from.
Glad to hear that you're here legally. Thanks, Graham.
Okay, thank you.
Join us again next week for Truth is Making a Comeback, America's Top Stories. I'm Lisa K. Donner. Thanks so much for joining us.
Click like and subscribe and visit libertynation.com today.